Fire in the hole, let's cook some beef. While we're looking at the fire, let me show you what I got going on here. I've got 2 Weber fire starter cubes over in this corner, and I've got some mesquite wood scattered throughout the charcoal. I've got a bunch of charcoal in here, and this is my BBQ full of water, see? And we're going to do a long, low and slow with a piece of beef chuck roast. And this is inspired by Elton's barbecue pit. I'll put an e-card to Elton's recipe so you can see how he does it. And let's get going. Let me get going with this beef. Stay tuned. So what I got here is about a 3.5 pound chuck roast, and I'm not going to even do any trimming to it or anything. I'm just going to cook it just like it is. We're just going to slather it with some Tsang stir-fry oil like we always do, because we love the garlicky flavor of Tsang stir-fry oil, don't we? Don't we all love that? Yes, we do. Now we're going to take some SPG, some salt, pepper, and garlic that I made myself, mixed it up myself, and we're going to sprinkle that on there. Sprinkle that salt, pepper, and garlic on that rub, roast, chuck roast is what it is, a chuck roast. Get it on him everywhere. We're going to flip him over. Flip that bad boy over. Hit him with some more Tsangs on the other side. Yes, sir. I got this idea for this from Elton's barbecue pit over in Norway. This dude Elton's over in Norway doing some awesome barbecue. I'll put a link to his channel. I'll do an iCard. And you can all go visit Elton in Norway and watch him do the same thing with a chuck roast. His is a little different from mine. I changed his recipe around a little bit just because, you know, I can't do anything like somebody else does it. I'm just not wired that way. Okay, so I got my roast is rubbed. I'm going to get him on the grill. I got some mesquite wood in there, and we're going to smoke him for at least 4 hours. And then we're going to come back, and the second part of the cook is a kind of a braise, and we're going to make a kind of a mopping sauce. Not exactly like Elton's, but very close to what Elton did. So stay tuned. I'll put it on the grill. I'll show you what it looks like on the grill. Okay, the meat's on the grill opposite the hot fire, which isn't all that hot. And we've got the BBQ separating the two. And we're just going to smoke him for as long as I can. And then I'm going to put him in a pan of beer and cook him the rest of the way. So stay tuned. My chuck roast is coming along beautifully. It looks excellent. It looks good enough to eat as it is, but it's not ready to eat. First thing I'll do is make a kind of a version of Elton's Texas mop sauce. So of course the first thing we're going to go in with is some Tsang's stir-fry oil. You know why? Because we love Tsang's. Because we love it. Okay. Then we're going to put in we got some bell pepper, onion, and garlic that we're going to put in there. Get that cooking. I'm going to have to skip ahead for, because of time constraints. I hope you can see that. Let me just check. Yeah, you can see it. I'm going to skip ahead and add the ingredients as they go, but I'm going to keep stopping and starting the video because you don't have time for this. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, so let me get that cooked up, and we'll come to the next ingredient. Okay, the next ingredient is about a tablespoon of my salt, pepper, and garlic mixture in there. Going to continue to cook those veggies down. Be patient, stay tuned, we'll bring you right back. Okay, the next ingredient is a teaspoon of ancho chili pepper. Teaspoon of ancho chili pepper. Then we've got a teaspoon of cumin. Teaspoon of cumin. A teaspoon of paprika, smoked paprika from the islands. Give it some color. Okay. Let's cook that down a bit. Oh boy, that's smelling good already. And I'll bring you right back for the next ingredient. Okay, to the peppers, onions, and garlic, we're going to add about a 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar. That's about that much apple cider vinegar. Also, about 1/4 cup of Grandma's molasses. That's about that much. Grandma's molasses. Give that a stir. Our mopping sauce is starting to come together. What do you think, Elton, so far? How am I doing? Okay. That was molasses. Okay, next thing is ketchup. We need about 1/4 cup of ketchup. It might help if we open the ketchup bottle first. Oh, I hate these things. I got it open. What about 1/4 cup of ketchup in there? Yeah, baby, it's really starting to look like something now. What do you think, Elton? Looking good. Smelling good, baby. Smelling excellent. Okay, we got the ketchup and the molasses, apple cider vinegar. We got some steak sauce. About 1/4 cup of steak sauce. This is a knockoff of A1 steak sauce. Good stuff. And we're going to hit it with some hot sauce. Now I got my favorite hot sauce. This is Georgia peach and Vidalia onion hot sauce. I love this stuff. It's sweet, sweet heat. We're going to put about, I'm calling that a good heaping tablespoon of that in there. I'm going to stir that up. Oh man. What we got right now is a beautiful barbecue sauce, but we're going to thin it out a little bit. We're going to thin it out a tad with some beef broth. About 1/4 cup of beef broth, like that. There you go. Yeah, see, it's starting to get thinned out a little bit. Smells excellent, Elton. What a great idea this was. And now the kicker, we got some lager. We got some Simpler Times lager beer. And we're going to put almost a whole can of beer in there. Except for, you know, we got to save a taste for the pitmaster. That's me. So let me chug that while we're cooking that down. That's got to cook down a bit. It's at the consistency we want. It's a mopping sauce, don't forget. Not really a barbecue sauce. And I'll show you what's going to happen with this. We're going to take half of this and pour it on the meat, and the other half we're going to cook down into a kind of a barbecue sauce. Okay, so we got our beer in there. Let's cook that down a bit and get our meat in the pan, and we'll show you what's going to go on with that, so stay tuned. Okay, I got a pan of veggies, some cut up onion and peppers, and what we're going to do is transfer that meat, that beautiful piece of chuck steak, into that pan. Like that. Can you see that? What a beautiful juicy piece of chuck steak that is. And now we're going to take Elton's, what Elton called his Texas mop sauce, and we're going to pour about half of it right over that meat. Just like that. About half of what I had there. Isn't that beautiful? Then we're going to put that back on the grill and let it cook for as long as I can stand to let it go. And when I get to the point where I can't stand it anymore, I'll get it off there and I'll either chop it up or pull it. I might be able to pull it. I might not be able to pull it. It might not be tender enough. But we're just going to let that go in that pan on the grill for a while. And while that's cooking, I think we should have a beer, don't you? Okay, stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and neighbors, it's time for my favorite part of the show, which is the drinking of the beer. Today's beer is Bell's Amber Ale. I went to the beer store looking for Bell's Hop Slam. They didn't have any. They said they might get it in this week. I don't know. This is an amber ale, features toasted and sweet caramel, carefully balanced herbs, citrus aroma capped by clean bitterness. Incredibly versatile with food. Okay, it's 5.8 alcohol by volume. Let's pour it out, and I'll let you know it's in a beautiful bottle. Look at the bottle cap. It's a beautiful painting of a heron. Bell's Amber Ale. Where do they make that? Comstock, Michigan? MI is Michigan, right? Comstock, Michigan. Bell's Amber Ale. Let's pour it out. Oh yes, and it is amber as it can be. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Look at that beautiful amber ale. Very light, lacy head. A beautiful looking beer. Let's take a sniff of that. Oh, that smells excellent. It smells great. You can smell the hops and barley and what all. That's Bell's Amber Ale. Let's take a taste of it. Let's quaff the froth, roll. What do you think? Hey, Elton, have a beer, baby. Have a beer with me. That's delicious. That is as good or better as Hop Slam. I've never had Hop Slam. Maybe someday I'll get some. Bell's Amber Ale. Excellent. I love it. Okay, let's my beef has been rocking along for about 4 hours, but it's probably not enough time to make pulled beef, but we'll chop it up and put it on a sandwich, so stay tuned. Okay, so I wasn't able to exactly pull that pork, but I was able to get some of it sort of shredded up. And you can see the beautiful smoke ring on that, can't you? I think you can. Let's get some more of it. Get some on my sandwich here. Yes, sir. Got a beautiful smoke ring. So it's chopped pork, not pulled pork. Or, I'm sorry, chopped beef, not pulled beef. And we're going to take some of that Texas mopping sauce and use it as a kind of a barbecue sauce to pour over the top of that. And don't that look good? Looks pretty damn good if you ask me. Let me zoom in on that. Yeah. Pretty good. Pretty nice. Nice smoke ring and nice sauce. Let's put the cover on that and take a taste of it. Yeah, there you go. How did I do, Elton? Did I make you proud of me? Let me take a taste of that. Oh boy. I know I say this every time. Look at the smoke ring on that. I really hooked it up. I could have cooked it longer to make like shredded beef, but I didn't have time. It's getting dark out here. The mopping sauce made an excellent barbecue sauce. Delicious. And yeah, that's it. That's my video, babies. So if you like what you saw, don't forget to subscribe to me. Go check out Elton's barbecue pit. Elton is over in Norway. He's cooking up some cool stuff. Go check him out. Subscribe to him. Come back next week. You know what I always say? We may not cook anything good, but we will drink a beer, and this Bell's Amber Ale is excellent. Okay, babies. See you next week.